Welcome back to our channel. In recent months, the Philippine Navy has been actively exploring new opportunities to strengthen its surface fleet. One of the most notable developments was the inspection of the Japanese Abukuma-class destroyer escort JS Jintsu, conducted earlier this year at Sasebo Naval Base in Japan. That inspection reportedly concluded with very positive results, and the recommendation has already been forwarded up the chain of command. If all goes well, the first Abukuma-class ship could be transferred to the Philippines by 2027. This alone is already a game-changing prospect, but now another, even larger possibility has emerged. According to reliable sources, Japan is preparing to decommission some of its Asagiri-class destroyers in the next few years. The Philippines is said to be interested in acquiring upgraded variants of these ships, which would represent a significant leap in capability. So what exactly are the Asagiri-class destroyers? Why is the Philippine Navy showing interest? What advantages and challenges could they bring? And how does this connect to the earlier story of the Abukuma-class? Let's examine the details. The Asagiri-class destroyers were built for the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force between the late 1980s and early 1990s. A total of 8 vessels were completed, designed as multi-role surface combatants capable of handling air, surface, and submarine threats. They are considerably larger than the Abukuma-class, displacing around 500 tons, and are equipped with a more powerful weapons package. Their armaments include a 76mm OTO Melara gun, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, Sparrow surface-to-air missiles, torpedo launchers, and ASROC anti-submarine rockets. One of their most important features is a helicopter hangar and flight deck, capable of supporting the SH-60 Seahawk helicopter, which greatly extends the ship's reach and effectiveness in patrols and anti-submarine operations. For the Philippine Navy, whose fleet still includes many older, lightly armed vessels, the Asagiri-class would represent a dramatic improvement in both firepower and versatility. Japan follows a continuous fleet modernization cycle. As newer designs such as the Akizuki-class destroyers and the Mogami-class frigates enter service, older vessels like the Asagiri-class are gradually being phased out. Instead of sending them straight to the scrapyard, Tokyo is looking at ways to transfer some of these ships to trusted security partners in Southeast Asia. This fits Japan's broader strategy of contributing to regional maritime stability, while also strengthening defense cooperation with allies and partners. The Philippines, being one of Japan's closest defense partners in the region, naturally becomes a strong candidate to receive such transfers. Reports suggest that the Philippine Navy is most interested in the upgraded variants of the Asagiri-class. Over the years, these destroyers have received modernized radars, sensors, and electronic systems, keeping them relevant for today's operational environment. For a country facing serious maritime security challenges in the West Philippine Sea, gaining access to a ship of this caliber could provide a significant boost in capability. Still, there is one technical concern. Unlike many other warships that combine diesel and gas turbines, the Asagiri-class relies solely on gas turbine engines, Kawasaki Rolls-Royce SM-1A. This design provides high speed and agility, but it also comes with higher fuel consumption and greater maintenance demands. That makes them more expensive to operate compared to mixed power ships. This is where the Abukuma-class transfer becomes relevant. Analysts note that acquiring the Abukuma-class first could serve as a vital stepping stone. By operating the Abukuma-class, the Philippine Navy would gain direct experience in maintaining Japanese-built systems, understanding their logistics requirements, and working with Japanese technical support networks. This hands-on knowledge could then be applied if and when the Asagiri-class is brought into service. So rather than being two unrelated developments, the Abukuma and Asagiri opportunities can be seen as part of a larger, connected modernization path. If the Philippines were to receive Asagiri-class destroyers, the advantages would be significant. 1. Greater firepower. The inclusion of Harpoon missiles, anti-air defenses, torpedoes, and anti-submarine weapons would represent a huge increase in capability compared to the Navy's older vessels. 2. Helicopter operations. The ability to deploy an SH-60 Seahawk adds flexibility, longer surveillance range, and much stronger anti-submarine warfare capabilities. 3. Operational reach. Larger and more capable ships would allow the Navy to cover wider areas, protect shipping lanes, and maintain presence in contested waters. 4. Deterrence value. A stronger fleet presence in the West Philippine Sea enhances deterrence against potential threats. 5. Strengthened partnership with Japan. Beyond hardware, the transfer would cement the growing defense relationship between Manila and Tokyo, reinforcing cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. However, challenges should not be overlooked. Fuel and costs. Gas turbine-only ships require more fuel, which could strain the operational budget. Training and manpower. Advanced ships demand more specialized training for crews, from navigation to weapons systems. Age of the ships. Despite upgrades, these vessels are still over 30 years old and may need refurbishments before becoming fully effective in Philippine service. These issues are real, but many observers believe the strategic value of acquiring the ships still outweighs the costs and challenges. If everything goes according to plan, the Philippine Navy could operate a much stronger and more diverse fleet by the early 2030s. This would include modern Jose Rizal-class frigates, future Horizon 3 corvettes, second-hand Abukuma-class escorts, and potentially Asagiri-class destroyers. Compared to the aging and lightly armed fleet of the past, this future Navy would be far more capable of defending the country's waters and contributing to regional maritime security. In conclusion, the possible transfer of Asagiri-class destroyers is more than just another ship acquisition story. It represents a continuation of the Philippines' growing partnership with Japan and a step toward a more modern and capable Navy. The Abukuma-class could lay the groundwork, while the Asagiri-class could elevate the Navy to a new level. If realized, these transfers would be remembered as milestones in the Philippine Navy's modernization journey. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for watching.